It's a bouncy little summertime thing, isn't it? New from the Lightning Seeds. It's called Sunshine. BBC Radio Derby. Touch after 12:30. Dinner time, doing lunchtime chat with Raphael Tate, who, home these days is Uttoxeter.
Yes, indeed.
Grew up in Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about you teaching in Egypt.
Yes, sir.
You spent some time in Cyprus as well.
Yes, sir.
How did that happen?
A mentor of mine invited me over. He was like, man, this workload is too much. I need some help. So got on the flight and went over to Cyprus for 3 months. And I was like, man, I can't leave this place, man. I fell in love with it.
It is beautiful.
You know, and that was the first time that I actually stepped out as a performer. And that was, I believe, 2014.
Performing what?
Soul, Motown, reggae, covers, just pop, R&B.
And where were you performing? To who?
I'll be performing to English people, tourists, man, or just people all over Europe, man. Coral Bay, I was like a resident singer over there, man, just like the number one, over there. So.
And were you writing music as well at that time?
I actually at that time I put it down. It wasn't going the way I wanted it to. I did some productions. I didn't, I sent it to people, but not a lot of people bit to the music. They didn't, encourage and everything. So I had this moment where I was kind of second guessing myself. So, but I believe that it was a spiritual way of putting me back into school. So when I was doing the covers of reggae of Bob Marley, when I was doing the covers of Motown and R&B and soul, I started to understand structures of music in a way that I didn't see it before. Or just matter of fact, just melodies and, vocal things that I didn't understand before. I missed out on the training when I left school. You know what I mean? So those things actually built me up to actually show me the structures of songs. And I got right back into it.
And when you were performing at that point in life, where's this shy kid you were talking about?
Oh no, it was gone.
Long gone.
Long gone. But it's like when the microphone is in my hand, the shyness is out of the
Is it still there in other walks of life?
Yeah. I don't like, believe it or not, I don't like to speak. When I'm on the stage, you know how some people do their shows and they talk to people in between songs, and I'm like, nah, I just go with it.
Just want the music to do the talking.
I just go. I was like, look, guys, I'm not a big talker. I'm just gonna go with it. I probably can get a lot of more work if I would talk, because they say, oh, you're American. They think I put on the accent.
Ricky Ross from Deacon Blue was on earlier on, and we kind of touched on the whole thing of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a memoir out, but it's all storytelling, right?
Yeah.
Songs is storytelling.
It is.
Chatting to me now is storytelling. It's all connected.
It is. And I think that makes me a great writer, but sometimes I shy away from speaking. You know what I mean? I'm just soft spoken.
Do you share more readily in music than you do in conversation?
Yeah, I do. But if I feel comfortable with a person, then yeah, that person will get an earful for sure.
So how do we get to where we are now? And I'll play a little bit in a moment. I mean, thank you. You gave me a copy of your track, Lord, yes. I Need You Near, which I know is very special to you. But
yes,
this is you. This is a glossy CD.
Yes, sir.
You put music out. You've charted.
Yes, sir.
It may not always feel like it, but you're pretty successful.
Thank you.
How did we get there?
As we were talking about it in Cyprus, I'm going to talk about my mom as well. Basically, I picked it back. I mean, matter of fact, what happened is I got all my equipment, and I, got everything loaded up, and I heard this song on the radio, and I said, you know what? I want to remake this song, and it was I Want to Be Where You Are, Michael Jackson 5. I literally remade every single thing, strings, everything, pulled it apart and redid it. And I said, you know what? I got what it takes. I don't need nobody's approval, nothing like that. So anyway, then I created my first song, Her Story. Her Story, I started performing it on the boat. Bold move, right? On a cruise ship. Some people from the record labels in LA heard the song and was like, man, we want to work with you. And then that's how I charted with Every Beat of My Heart. But moving forward, that was the beginning of it. But as far as to put out a song with the strings and everything, with the organic strings, it was always a vision of mine to do. But
you said to me off air, you always dreamed of being a conductor, and that's
Yeah.
essentially what you do now.
Yeah,
You're constructing some music.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of big
Controlling
band.
all the elements.
Yeah, yes, sir. And how I'm doing it? I don't know. I just do it.
The voice helps, of course.
Yes, sir.
Let's give some credit to your singing voice.
Yes, sir. The voice sits right on top of it. So I'm grateful for that. So, yeah. So basically, Lord, I Need You Near. How it came about is basically, it was some keys that I had put down, but I didn't have a melody to the song. I didn't have nothing. It was just keys. And when my mom passed away, I was so devastated by her passing that I wanted to give up music. I wanted to give it up. I just wanted to stop. You know what I mean? I was like, nobody, it's pretty much, I was like, nobody can sing a song to encourage me. So why am I going to sing a song to encourage somebody else? I was in that mentality. And then, as my family came together and we, more of my mother's life together, we did Zoom calls and everything. They started to play music and stuff. And by reminiscing, I realized that my mom did an amazing job. You know what I mean? And she inspired so many people. Anybody that she touched or her children touched, she inspired them with love and compassion and, my mom did an amazing job. And it hit me, and it was like, your mom did her job. It's time for you to do yours. And it inspired me. Her legacy inspired me to get up and write what I was feeling.
I can't play the whole thing. I wish I could, but let me people understand what we're talking about who aren't familiar with it. Let me just play a little clip of this. This is Lord, I Need You Near from Raphael Tate. It's, I don't know which bit we've taken, but listen to how gorgeous this is. I mean, you talk about all those different elements building together,
yes,
and your
sir.
voice sitting on top of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that's going to touch anyone who's lost someone, right?
Yeah. And
you must have been told that.
Yeah, and that was the inspiration. Like I said, my mom did it every day of her life. Touched, I have a bank account that's attached to her, and the people that used to work there, they reached out to me. I was having a difficulty, and they reached out and said, in the midst of telling me a professional message, they said, I really miss your mom. It's like, so my point is that I knew that people would be going through what I was going through, especially in the times of the pandemic. Everybody was suffering from loss here and there, just everywhere, and still today. And that's what pushed me to say, you know what? You're not the only one. You need to speak to people, and you need to speak to people using this music. The dramatic strings, the brass, the anthem, you know what I mean?
It's great for your grief journey.
Yeah.
But you got a gift there as well to share.
Thank you.
Haven't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I want to share it with the world, man. I'm doing it now, so yeah.
And we got a mutual acquaintance in my colleague Tanvir. He tells me you've done some TV.
Yeah.
What's going on there? You don't have to talk about it. All right.
Got something big. Got something big coming up. So keep your eyes glued to the TV.
I know you're in an exciting time because as well as your son, you've got a little baby girl now as well.
Yes. Anaya. That's my baby.
Professionally, are you in an exciting time?
Yeah. I was listening to a radio interview of it was Eric Benet, and they were speaking about how a lot of young musicians don't gig anymore, like at the pubs, at the clubs, at the the bars and stuff like that. And just to answer your question, I feel good because I'm still out here grinding at these different places. And showing my face, showing the love, spreading the love all around, from Wales down to London. You know what I mean? I'm driving my little car up and down just to bring joy and peace and sweet memories and everything to the people. So I'm happy where I'm at. Hopefully, we get to a point where I'm performing on the big stage and make the big dollars. You know what I mean? So I can secure my baby's
Anybody who
future.
says they don't want big money is lying. But that's not what motivates you, though, right?
Nah, it's not.
Sharing the music with more people.
It's sharing the music, man. It's sharing the music. And just touching souls, man, inspiring people. I hope that my story will produce the next Mozart or something like that. You know what I mean? Somebody, that's listening that whose parents or mentor told them not to do it because there's no money in it or this, you know what I mean? To actually do it because that's where they feel their dreams is leading them, where their heart is leading them, and do it with you know what I'm saying, with full throttle, man. And because you never know who, everybody is unique in their own DNA. And so everybody brings something to the world, you know what I mean, that's special. And if you don't push it, if you don't put yourself out there, like you're not doing what God created you to do, man. So I hope I inspire somebody to just do it, man.
You've got aspirations, but are you living your dreams now?
I'm living my dreams, man. To work with the gifts that God has given me with, the work of my hands and to be able to, I'm touching souls, man. Oh, young, old, middle age, it's just everybody. I'm touching souls, man. I'm touching lives. And I'm an artist, man. And I got a Wikipedia.
I'm very impressed. Anytime someone sits in front of me has got a Wikipedia page. You got a blue tick on your Twitter?
No, they didn't give me that yet.
I think there's a special department you have to contact.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're pretty much out of time. If anyone, and there will be people who heard Lord, I Need You Near and thought, wow, I want to find more about this guy. Where do you point them to? You got a website or something?
Well, I have a link tree out there. It's under Raphael Tate. So if you put link tree Raphael Tate, you'll find it. But if you want to get in contact with me or find any of my music and everything, you'll just go to any digital media site, preferably iTunes, preferably Amazon, or places that you can actually purchase and support the artist. You go under Raphael Tate. That's Raphael Tate, and you'll find it.
We get you back in when you're on the TV.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Blessings to
Raphael
everybody.
Tate doing lunch with us this afternoon.
Whoop, whoop. That's good.
Thank you.